Hello, welcome to the War Report. I'm your host Cyrus, joined by Quan. This is a show where we talk about NXT and AEW. Let me adjust my mic so I'm not hunched over. How we doing, Quan?
Man, I'm chilling. Going on a much needed vacation next week. Going to go see some family, so that's gonna be nice. Have you found Have you found my replacement yet?
I found a very special guest for the show next week. He is a Discord all-star.
Oh no.
He has changed the foundation of our Discord since the voice memo function has dropped.
Oh no.
A plus will be on the show with me to talk AEW and NXT. This is gonna be great. I love talking to Plus. I think it's hilarious. He's great to talk to.
No, he's really funny. He's a funny guy.
He's an extremely funny guy. So if you're not familiar with A plus, you can listen to him on Recut Gems over on occasionally on the Black Print Radio. I'm expecting to have a fucking fantastic time on the episode. It's gonna be fucking hilarious.
You know, it's been a while since this show has had like a special guest. It's been months.
Yeah,
I don't remember the last time we had a guest.
The last guest we had, Meals when we flipped over.
Meals? Okay, you're right.
Well, I've said it before, and I'll say it again just in case, because I feel like it's been a couple episodes. We record at 10 o'clock soon as AEW is over.
Yeah, no one trying to record these hours.
Yeah, like
only us crazies would want to record at 10 o'clock till midnight talking about wrestling nobody's watching.
And my thing is that like I've reached out to some folks. They've been on this podcast before. I'm not gonna say their names. But like since the last time they've been on this podcast to now, they're just too busy to be recorded, like right after AEW. Like they were because I think they were both on before we really started off the Patreon. So like I was still on that like kind of like Thursday schedule where it's just like, okay, we won't record immediately after the show finishes. So it was like easier to navigate around because like, we could record during the day or, much earlier into the night before, motherfuckers get too tired, stuff like that. But I think I'll make an effort to try to get more guests on here.
Also, plus it's the time investment too. That's 4 hours out of your week. Also, a Tuesday and Wednesday night.
Also, everybody's been great on this show, but you never know when somebody's just gonna be ass. So
that too. That's always a risk you take. That's always a risk you take. Thankfully for us, I think it's only happened one time where I was like, that wasn't the best experience. But besides that, we've had a pretty good run.
Yeah, it's happened twice to me so far. But like, yeah, I don't know. I just think that it's definitely a time investment, and also it's just I'm gonna be real. I'm not really a social motherfucker, man. So I don't really know nobody like that.
Speaking of that,
okay.
There's only 24 hours in a day. And I just feel like I just don't have time. I don't know how people are able to maintain. Like I've been talking about it for a little while. I've been really heavy in the gym recently, and I just don't know how people have time to like go to the gym and be social, have a social life, go to work. In my case, be a parent. If I had a girlfriend, even that, like everything, like investing all that time, and it's just like there's not enough time in a day. It's just like, man, something got to give. Like, it's just you don't even have time to like relax and think anymore. And then on top of that, I gotta be home by 8 o'clock on Tuesday and Wednesday so I can watch wrestling or whatever. It's just like, man, it just never ends. The grind never ends, man. It never ends. It just keeps going and going. That's why I can't wait for the vacation, bro.
we all have the same 24
We
hours,
all,
bro.
we all do have to say 24 hours. That is true. You know what? That's
um
correct. We all
Also,
do.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be truly transparent, man. A lot of you wrestling niggas weird, man. um I don't want to get too
Yeah.
close.
Yeah. No,
Like
I'm with
I'm gonna
you on
be
that.
really real.
I'm with you on that.
Like, because you just, I like, we've both seen just like, what if we just like pluck somebody, like we would have to do like a lot of screening, you know, for the whole thing. Like even with the A show, just stuff I hear, it'd be like, oh man, it'd be great to have this guest, they'll be doing really cool shit on Twitter or whatever, and then they start recording and it'd be like, okay, that was a little weird. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is, but like a lot of you niggas is weird, man. Stop being weird, and you can probably be on this. Stop being weird and have time at 10 o'clock.
Not you.
Don't plan on going to bed early.
But before I forget, because I had a thought in my head. I remember why I brought all that stuff up. The reason I brought all that stuff up was to say, so I bought Diablo 4,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm really, really enjoying it. I just wish I had more time to play it. But this is like my first time playing the game. Let me tell you something. It's have you played any Diablo before?
I've never played a Diablo, but I'm very familiar with
Yeah, with the
the
style of the game.
concept. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, bro, I'm very much a simpleton when it comes to games. I grew up on fucking like Madden and 2K and like Call of
Frogger.
Duty and shit. Why you try playing like that, Frogger? You think I'm 45? But like, so this whole like freaking, it's so overwhelming. There's so many builds you can do and so many like branches off of this freaking tree of just like abilities and stuff. I'm just like, bro, my brain can't even like. I've been playing the game for about maybe 8 hours. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just playing. I'm just killing monsters and running through dungeons. It's fun. I just feel like I'm playing it like
Wrong.
yeah, like I'm probably not doing this right. Like there's so much. There's like crafting weapons and like I think you can upgrade the armor. I haven't figured that out yet. It just is so much going on, but it's fun. But it's just like, bro, I wish I had more time to like really just like lock in and just game, man. That's what I think I just miss being able to game.
Having free time.
Yeah, just I
Uh,
miss those days, man.
let's hope to be successful so we could get our time back.
For sure.
What is that shit that people be saying? Reclaiming our time. Um,
Need that.
that's why I do wage stuff.
Speaking of
But
gaming, you were on
oh
playing on the Fight
yes,
Forever grind. Talk about
okay.
it.
I'm gonna talk about this a little bit, and this will transition to in the trenches. So I like I promised y'all guys, I played AEW Fight Forever, and in the IGN interview, it said that your booking is based off your wins and losses. So I said, I'm gonna put that to the test. I am just gonna go in there and be a complete jobber. This is the story of Snake Stark. So I don't have like I would say for like fantasy games and whatnot, like I have that go-to created character. You feel me? But I don't have that like OC that I always go back to, for like wrestling games and shit, Cause like what is it? Mark, he talks about like, when he play, like every time he plays 2K, he knows what number he is, and he makes himself like he knows what he wants when he makes that created character. I've seen let players be like, this is the character that I always made in my childhood, yada yada. I don't have that.
What's my man's name? Chris Denker. He always make the same character in every game he plays. Every wrestling game.
I don't have that for wrestling games or combat or like any sports related game. I don't really have that. Yeah. So it was me, Justin. Justin left a little bit. He missed an amazing run. Hilarious. Me, Justin, Terry, and acquaintance called Ali. We made Snake Stark. He's a Filipino wrestler from, I think, Palm Beach, Florida. And he's I picked the Showboat for his whole thing.
The Showboat. All right.
Yeah. Before I get into the whole run and like the whole booking of it and everything, I would like to say that I do enjoy AEW Fight Forever's controls.
Okay.
Outside of the what is it, like the stuff that we kind of complained about before, like when you want to like chain wrestle but you don't want to, like whenever
did you figure it out?
No, I haven't, but like whenever you want to grab somebody and then your arms lock and then they like I guess it's a counter, but like I've done it to like I've done it to the computer without block, like without, you know, it seems like if you hit X the same time as the same person, you just have that weird clash, and I don't get it. I think the controls are really simple because it's like real easy to cheese as well. Like after spending some skill points, I was doing some broken shit. Like I got a springboard move, like springboard offense. I put that into the character.
Okay.
I like the spring. I'm a spam it.
Yeah, but I do like the springboard mechanics in the game. I do.
I hit Matt Hardy with that shit like 15 times in a row. Couldn't do a damn thing about it. So, and also just another thing that it was something I was trying to recreate throughout all my other matches. I Irish whipped somebody to the ropes, and then when I grabbed them, I did the thing where the wrestler like throws them to the floor, or like, you know, they'll roll, and then I like, you know, I just hop to the top rope and then just jump off. I did that once. I don't know how to recreate that. I don't know how I did that. And it irks me a lot because I wanted to do it again, but I don't know how I did that.
That's like when you play like Super Street Fighter for the first time, and like when you're a kid and you hit a super, you're like, how the hell did I do that? And you can't figure it out for like a week.
Yeah. My friends were assholes. Like we played Marvel 2, Marvel 3. They would never tell me how to do a super. I did not know what the directional inputs of like Street Fighter was until like nobody would ever explain it to me. So I never understood.
Mad complicated for no reason.
Like
I don't know whose idea that who made the Street Fighter game on man's name? I mean, I guess it makes it makes sense with the stick, I guess. But like when I was a kid playing like Street Fighter on my Super Nintendo or whatever, because I'm old, like you had a little weak ass pad.
Yeah, and it fucking hurts. Like I didn't know what a quarter circle was until I like started taking it seriously. But yeah, so some of the controls, like it's very simple. I like it. Sometimes I don't like the 2 reverse buttons. I still don't like that. But yeah, no, it's simplistic, and I think if I gave 2K a lot more, you know, tender loving care, like I probably would, you know, kind of understand that thing as well. But like every time I pick up 2K, like I always forget the controls. So it is what it is.
Yeah, that's fair. Because you know what, when we played Fight Forever those 2 times or whatever, when I went back to 2K, it took me like a good 3 matches to remember the buttons. I kept trying to press like R1 to pick people up and like R1 to hold different thing on 2K. But also my brain is trash, like my memory's trash, so I can't.
I honestly just haven't gave 2K that tender love and care. Like I usually just remember the basics, like how to reverse, how to strike, you know, all this stuff. So the story of Snake started. Let me pull up the thread because this shit was hilarious.
You was having a blast. I know you was having a blast. You text me telling me you were having a blast. First of all, you don't ever text me.
Yes, I
was like, this is what did they want, bro? All caps.
I do not want to make it seem like, oh, because I was high, you know, that it definitely enhanced experience, but like I was definitely having fun. Like I won't cap. I was having a fucking blast just jobbing. Like me and the dudes in the chat, we were just laughing at the fuck up. Just watching the gameplay, watching how janky the game is and all that. So
you know who you were? You were MJF tonight when MJF played with Adam Cole, and he said, "You know what?
This shit's kind of fun.
It's a lot of fun when you have friends."
I mean, I said that in the initial.
We did say that. We said that, yeah.
Like, I still stand by that. Because I still haven't turned it on if I'm not in that chat. So, or like the PSN party. So
Yeah.
I get a call from Tony Khan in the gym, pink polo, and they say, "Hey man, you're gonna debut in the Diamond Battle, the Casino Battle Royale." I said, "Okay, whatever." I made sure I was the first one to get thrown out because the jobber thing. It's me, John Moxley, Scorpio Sky, and I think it might have been Orange Cassidy. I forget who it was. They threw me out the ring. Moxley threw me out the ring. Match was over. Next, the following thing, I thought the booking was like the AI booking is kind of good. I like another 6 out of 10. I get put into a singles match with him, and then Moxley's just like, Moxley keeps running to me in the airport and wanting to talk. And he was just like, "Yeah, man, I beat you, but that's whatever. We should team up or whatever." I team, I job. We team again, I job. Moxley turns on me, says, "You're a fucking loser." And my character keeps losing their luggage. Moxley's been the one taking my luggage, so he's a fucking thief. And then we had a false count match, anywhere match, at All Out. I'm not gonna lie, bruh. He was cooking me, bruh.
He's cooking you? You let him work you like that?
He what is it? I went to the outside to look for a weapon, of course. This is walking out anywhere, so I was like, whatever. Moxley throws me to when you like throw somebody, Irish whip somebody into the ring, they'll just roll inside the ring.
Yeah.
But I kept bouncing against like the apron or like whatever, the hardest part of the ring. So every time the computer kept computer cheesing the fuck out of me, it keeps trying to put me back into the ring. But I guess there's just something wrong with John Moxley's moveset. So I just keep bumping against the thing over and over. And then he basically Irish whipped me to death. And then did the fucking, the paradigm shift onto the outside. And I was just like, well, I wanted to lose anyway. So fuck it. He made it real easy.
Just cheesy straight up.
Smoked me, injured me. And I said, I wonder how bad this injury thing could get. In Road of Elite, terrible name. You could do your character gets tired, your character gets hungry or whatever, you do stupid, silly shit to get your
work out.
Disregard it. Fuck it.
It had nothing to the game. It had nothing to it.
Certain stats, like if you're injured, you start every match at half.
Okay.
Half momentum. It didn't make the game any harder.
Yeah.
Because even though your bar is like really low and you're injured, quote unquote, your opponent doesn't gain faster momentum to put you away faster. Like a finisher was they always have to get their finisher. To me, it didn't really matter. I get booked. Also, what also sucks is you can't see who you're facing when you want to just go to the show. So it was basically random. I did it. I went 25 minutes with fucking Scorpio Sky on AEW Dark.
25 minutes?
I went 25 minutes. I was fucking him up. I'm gonna make this clear. I was jobbing, but I'm not trash.
It was a competitive job. It was a Nick Wayne job.
Yeah, that's definitely what it was. I wanted to make it very clear that I'm losing on purpose. So he kicks my ass, and then what is it? And then on Dark I go against Scorpio Sky, and then on Dynamite I face Jungle Boy. I think that was one of the 3 most random matches I've probably had so far. Lost to Jungle Boy. And then Chris Jericho and MJF, they cornered me in the locker room and asked me to join the Inner Circle.
Of course you said yes, right?
I had to flip a coin. It was all heads, so I said yes. Still, the funniest shit to me is Jericho's just like, yeah, man, you're in the Inner Circle. And this and then on the screen is the defeated shit. Oh man, fucking hilarious. And then randomly got put into a tag team with Hangman Page. I don't know how that happened, but Hangman Page was trying to sabotage this run. He wanted to win that match real bad. I was not letting that happen. I think that might have been the most difficult part of the whole fucking run.
Was trying to make sure you lose the tag match.
Yes, because it's hard to lose the tag match because whenever you get pinned, it automatically puts you like gives you control of your character, so you can like go inside the ring and then try to break up the pin. And that goes the same for computer as well. Like if I pin somebody, CPU's coming out real quick to break that shit up. So I had to make sure Hangman got his ass whooped, tag myself in so I could take the pin. Also that was the thing of this run. I made sure that I was the person to get pinned every time. Because I felt like that might have affected the booking a little bit more.
Does it? I don't know. It probably don't. If it's like the no mercy system of how they do like the story mode, then I don't know. Probably not. Look at it now, I feel like if Hangman Page would have took that loss, I feel like my character would have been like, fuck, you lost, and then I would have feuded with Hangman Page. Oh, okay.
That's where I think I think that's where it would have went. I have not gone back yet to do it again and see what changes, but
yeah.
I do plan on to.
Well, keep us updated on what's going on. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't played it since we did the stream. I'll be honest.
It's fine, but what is it? I jobbed to Punk on the debut of Rampage, and that's when Rampage unlocks. Dark Elevation is not in Road to Elite, which is weird, but it is what it is. I jobbed to Punk on Rampage. I jobbed with Chris Jericho twice. Sorry, my stomach's hurting. I get put into a triple threat with MJF and Chris Jericho. That shit is also difficult, making sure I got pinned in that match as well. I put the clip up, but Jericho gets hit with his Heat Seeker. Does MJF even do that anymore?
He did it tonight.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah. That was the finish. It was the Heat Seeker into that little I don't know what Adam Cole's move is called. The boom.
Okay. That was difficult, but I managed to get pinned in that match as well. And then I got thrown out of the inner circle.
How you get thrown out before Jake Hager?
It's fucking nuts, bro. Big jobber. At least Jake Hager wins matches, I guess.
Yeah. For some reason.
Then I'm on a private jet, which makes no sense. Why am I on a private jet? And then I guess the game asked me to like pick my next feud. They said pick somebody to go out to dinner with. The boys picked Lance Archer. So I put up the screenshot. But yeah, we had dinner and then we were like tag partners. Of course, I jobbed. The team of Sting and Paul White, very strong. Very strong.
I heard Paul White's OP in that game.
He is very. A lot of people on that roster cannot pick him up.
Yeah, that's how No Mercy used to be. When Andre the Giant would come out, you had to beat up Andre the Giant.
So he got busy.
Yeah, I heard Paul White's tough.
He for sure got busy. I got booked into a match with Moxley again, which was hilarious. Then I get into a feud with Chris Statlander. I guess they just thought, man, this guy is too garbage to be going up against men. And they put me against women. Chris Statlander tells me, hey, yo, stop fucking talking to Lance Archer. And I was just like, I didn't know y'all was cool like that. But that's fine with me. Randomly had a banger with Bryan Danielson. He could do it all, man. He's pretty good in the game.
My GOAT, man. That's my GOAT.
Yeah. So Chris Statlander basically challenges me to a match because for some reason my character didn't get the message and kept talking to Lance Archer. I get myself counted out. This is the first count out victory of the run. Count out defeat. Chris Lander calls me a coward. I was like, that's cool. Lance Archer comes out and he's like, oh man, don't worry about it. And then his ass turns on me. Completely unnecessary. I do a signing at some place. Chris Statlander comes and power bombs you through the table.
Yeah, at the signing.
Yes, and
That's
then
crazy. in the pink polo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then at the pay-per-view, it's me versus Lance Archer and Chris Statlander in the handicap match.
I didn't know handicap match was an option in this game.
And it's kind of it's green because why? I'm a jobber. Why you need two niggas to fucking beat me up for?
God, you pissed two people off.
This is where it kind of goes off the rails, which is really weird. I just have like a whole bunch of random matches after this. Of course, I job in a handicap match. Then I get put into a gauntlet match. It's like MJF, Adam Cole, and like somebody else. I lose the first match. Then they put me in another one. They put me in another gauntlet. No, this was really weird. Britt Baker called for the gauntlet. I lose, and then next week Hikaru Shida's asking for a gauntlet, and I lose that as well. Then I get booked into I get a call from Tony Khan, and then I get booked into a triple threat match for the AEW World Title. What the fuck is going on here?
I feel like that's probably the end result, no matter what.
Yeah, and then I think one of the funniest jokes of the whole thing was like, I think I'm like 23. I'm like 0-23 at this point, and then somebody in the chat says, "You know what's terrible about this whole thing? Snake Stark is probably somebody's favorite wrestler."
He definitely got stands online.
They got to give Starks a chance.
Don't play about him. Yeah.
So what's really stupid is it gets dumber because my character obviously having self-doubt about being booked into a title match, especially a triple threat. I mean a fatal four-way. A shadow version of myself comes out and he's just like, yeah, you can't fucking do it, blah blah blah, this and that. Basically, I got to wrestle myself.
That's deep.
I jobbed.
So just a deep metaphor.
I did the job. I was conflicted at this point because I was very unclear if I wanted to like finally get a win or not.
You should be able to beat yourself, man.
No,
you can't let yourself win.
I fucking lost, and then I lost, and then in the cutscene, the shadow person goes, "Yeah, you're ready for this." And I said, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Then I didn't know Road of Elite. It ends with the title match, like for the AEW World Title. It ends there.
Yeah. See, that's my.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense. That what I liked about No Mercy. No Mercy, you had options. Like you can go for there's a different storyline for every belt. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like you can do an IC title storyline. You can do it. There's no like TNT championship storyline and like that.
Yeah,
there was just a world title.
Yeah, there was nothing like that here. And this one was the first legitimate loss because I said, "Yo, I am 0-27. What if we won the AEW World Title here?"
Long-term storytelling. I like that.
My nigga. When I say the game fucked me, the game fucked me.
The game locked in. Said, nope, you ain't getting this.
For one thing, is for damn sure, Moxley don't sell shit in the game. I get that nigga a big boo. Yeah, true to life for real. Because I get that nigga a big boo. He got right up. The clip is on Twitter, but we do a double pin. I'm pinning Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega. I'm in a triple threat with Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, and Jon Moxley.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pinning Jericho. Kenny Omega's pinning Moxley. The ref is paying attention to my pin. He's visually looking at my pin. Rick Knox is looking at my pin. He goes 1, 2. Kenny Omega breaks up his pin, breaks Knox's AI. I had Chris Jericho for fucking 6. This is real booking, baby.
That sounds like Rick Knox to me.
I had that nigga for 6, bruh. Moxley get a dog. They saw me almost win against Chris Jericho. Kenny Omega and Moxley said, "Oh, hell no," and started beating the shit out of me. I didn't get hit with a finisher or anything, but just the random selling that the game does occasionally.
Yeah.
My motherfucking character gripping his noggin. Oh, fuck, I got a headache. Kenny Omega's doing the one wing angel on Moxley. Jericho is going to the top rope. Looks like he's gonna break it up. He jumps too early.
Oh no.
Me and Chris Jericho are on the mat just fucking holding our skulls, going ouchie, and the nigga wins the match. I was so fucking sick.
After all that, that's crazy.
I'm very curious if it continues or
I'm pretty sure that's the end. Like the world title match is the end, and then that's it.
Yeah. If I do it again, I'm curious if it can't if my what is it? If I'm just not gonna get the same shit, that's what I'm worried about. But I haven't had time to play video games either. I've just been really tired.
Yeah.
But I'll thoroughly say I had that was 2 hours of fucking fun.
That's what it's all about.
Hilarious. And then what is it? I forget how it ends, but it was just here's your grade. Tony Khan tweeted a picture of me fighting my demons, and I was just like, how'd you get that photo? Because when you fight your demon, you basically you literally get sent to the shadow realm, and it's an arena that's all cloudy.
Can
no
you
crowd
unlock
or
it?
anything.
Is it unlockable arena?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, because you lost. If you would have won, you would have unlocked it. I bet.
Who knows? But no, it was really fun. Still not as much fun as I had. That wasn't, still not 60, but it was definitely very enjoyable. If I do it again, I'll probably stream it, but who knows? I don't know. Streaming shit's too much of a commitment, honestly. Because I took a lot of breaks while doing it. Streaming, I feel like it has to be straight through. And I don't really want to do that. But that's what happens when you do a jobber run of AEW Fight Forever. But all right, let's get to the rest of our topics. There's a whole thread on Twitter about the whole thing. I'm just gonna retweet it again because it was a lot of fun. I think I might just pin it because I thought it was fucking hilarious. All right. Brian Pillman Jr. has been released from AEW. Released or contract not renewed.
He's no longer on the internal roster.
Mm-hmm.
So
it is what it is.
You got any favorite Brian Pillman Jr. moments?
When MJF called his mother a meth addict while she was in attendance, and then Brian Pillman got his ass beat. That's my favorite moment.
Yeah, it was fun.
He
really got no comeuppance.
Yeah, no comeuppance whatsoever.
That's really funny. And then he just disappeared after that. He would never featured ever. They straight up just had him out there because of Dark Side of the Ring when they were affiliated with the show.
Oh yeah, they only had him out there for the Brian Pillman episode. They said, all right, that's good promotion.
What? I think people haven't really talked about that, how affiliated AEW was for that first season of Dark Side of the Ring. And then which was very strongly anti-WWE, which I guess makes sense because most wrestling history
Yeah.
comes from WWE, but it's
It,
just like
like it's the longest lasting promotion, so it's very
yeah.
hard. I think it would be hard to get your hands on fucking a lot of like Smoky Mountain like stories. But
I
like
think WWE owns that, so yeah.
okay.
But
And then also just like what is it? You know, Dark Side of the Ring is mostly like majority tragedy.
yeah,
So like I don't think there's an episode that goes by without it being like extremely fucking sad. So like you can't even get like an episode that is just like probably just like just a history of something like a promotion and it just went under. I think like the least like I guess like traumatic story or like you know it's not really as bad as like all the others. It's probably the WCW show in North Korea because like you know
I don't think I ever see that episode.
like it is like it's not a like that thing is not necessarily like a tragedy, you know. Like
Neither was like New Jack. I thought that one was it was just
yeah,
he was a
that
wild
one
dude.
as well.
He was just
Yeah.
wilding.
Well, there's a lot of tragedy in that, but
Yeah, I mean, no, yeah,
what
now
is it?
I
We
guess
stabbed a kid or whatever.
he did. I forgot he just stabbed. That's right. That's true. And he had a fucked up life. Anyway,
Yeah,
that's
like
not here nor there.
yeah. I'm very curious what the fuck Griff Garrison's gonna do now that he's not
I think he's in another team already. I think he's like
okay
I believe he's in ROH with another team. I don't exactly know what.
subjected to a fate worse than death. Well, it is what it is on that.
It is what it is.
I'm pretty sure because his name was all over the dungeon. Well, not all over, but like he's affiliated with the Dungeon Wrestling, so I think he might just do that.
Yeah, I do wonder if maybe he'll end up with some kind of WWE contract in the future.
I highly doubt.
I mean, he knows. I'm sure he knows a lot of people. He knows. I'm sure he knows like Natty and TJ and stuff. And
I mean,
whoever
shit.
else.
If he knew him, he probably should have went to them first and not go to AEW. If he had,
Yeah.
if he hasn't used that connection now, I don't think it's really gonna work today.
We'll see. I mean, you never know. Might see him in the gray T-shirt and the PC.
We'll see. Hope not. Speaking of PC, we're gonna save that for Patreon. Got your ass. Warner Brothers. What's brother name? David Zaloff?
I don't know
Zoloff?
what's that, man.
Zaloff?
Not Zoloff. It's like I don't know.
The Zohan, bre.
Zaslav.
Yeah, Zaslav. There's been reports that there's a call for more AEW pay-per-views.
He seems like a big fan of AEW. He's asking for a lot from these guys.
I have a theory
with the impending writer strike. He's asking for a lot.
I have a theory about that. Well, not even a theory. It's just like more clarification on that. I think I understand why. You know, I'm cool. Like, although I don't like AEW, like I'm cool with more AEW pay-per-views. I think it would shorten a lot of long ass feuds.
Yes.
For it to not be so long. My only major concern with this whole thing is how are you going to distribute this? Because you cannot get $100 out of a motherfucker for a pay-per-view twice in 1 month.
I always said they should have did like 6 pay-per-views instead of 4. I think 6 is a good number for them, like every 2 months. Yeah, I mean that's asking for less than that is an extra, like even if with 6 pay-per-views, extra what? The pay-per-views are 50, so it's extra $100 a year from you know what I mean? Or
I don't know where I saw I think they asked for like 4 more pay-per-views. Don't quote me on that, but like come on, son.
4 more 8 pay-per-views in the year?
Come on, son.
Well, they're doing like what, 6 this year?
There's Forbidden Door,
All in, all out,
all out, Revolution, Full Gear, Double or Nothing, and then you're gonna add, motherfucker. That's 10 pay-per-views.
Well, I mean, if they do all in every year, which I mean, maybe they will. We'll see.
Then that's 9 pay-per-views, yo.
Hey,
that's a lot.
I mean? That's a lot.
Like even WWE
on top of,
cut down on that.
On top
Thank
of,
God.
I think WWE probably at 9.
Well, like you remember like the era where we would have
They were
like
doing like 12 and
Backlash,
13.
what is it? Backlash, Elimination Chamber, SummerSlam, and then what is it? Night of Champions, Clash of Champions, then
They're
Survivor
definitely
Series,
yeah, they're
and then you
definitely a year
get
where they did like 12 in one
yeah,
year. It was crazy.
then you get the Royal Rumble, uh, then you get like what is it like Fastlane, Roadblock, some other bullshit,
Shout out to Roadblock.
probably like Elimination Chamber somewhere in there. Like that's so fucking much, bro. Like even for WWE, that was really that was a lot. But like with the
Yeah, but
WWE
even
thing,
then, it was still
it's cheap.
$10. It was $10
Yeah.
a month, so they could do it.
And then it was just
I
like, okay, 10, like what is it? 10 every month. I get like, the the two pay-per-views at the start of the month, end of the month, whatever it fucking works. But I could watch your whole fucking library. Like
that too. I
AEW
do
needs to figure
wonder.
that out.
Yeah, I do wonder with the writer strike coming up, and Max probably gonna need content. That'd be some
Yeah.
content they probably would want to put on Max. I don't really know like what the contract is or how it works. I guess they'd be able to do it. I don't see why not. So yeah, just throw it on. I would love to go back and watch some of the older Dynamite, see
Yeah.
like how the
Um,
shows.
I don't think
changed so
I
much.
still don't think it's gonna be Max. I might think it is gonna be what is it, Bleacher Report Live.
Yeah, probably.
But um to my clarification or the thing about like AEW or like Warner Brothers asking AEW for more content. AEW's cheap content. Like although AEW might do such and such ratings on a week with 3 shows, total viewers probably like
What 2.5?
no, not 2.5. Probably like 1.1 million.
Total viewers?
Yes.
They do like 8. They do 8 off
8
on
off Dynamite.
4
Is
off
it-
Rampage. That's 12 right there. And then probably another 5. So okay, about 7. 1.7.
Okay, whatever.
1.8.
But
close
like,
to 2.
cheap.
Yeah.
Cheaper than a movie. It does it don't need a writer because one dude's willing to write all the bullshit. So
Yeah.
you don't have to pay writers, especially with this writer strike. That's something that you don't have to worry about. Tony Khan we know for damn sure Tony Khan's willing to foot the bill on any expenses that WBD is not willing to crack for.
I'm sure
fill any gaps.
I'm sure WB will pay for it. They're going to be desperate for content.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sure they'll give them more money
to maintain that app. They'll pay. I'm sure they'll pay for whatever.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll probably pay for things to make the app more bearable, or smooth integration for AEW content in its library. Yeah, so it's I understand, especially with the writer strike and what is it? I'm not that Discovery was just looking for more reality content. AEW is very much reality. So I think AEW is in a really good situation here. And I think this is kind of crazy. I think it's crazy that AEW is will be benefiting extremely from a writer strike.
Yeah.
But no, that's my thoughts on it's extremely cheap content. And that's why I feel although AEW might not hit certain ratings or blah blah blah, I think they're gonna still be put on the air, but I feel like they might be just get lowballed on the TV deal. Cause I don't know any other network or any other what other company. I don't know. I can't think of any of WWB's competitor right now. But any other network shit off the top of my head. But
Netflix, it'd be like Netflix, I guess. Or something. I don't know.
But Netflix, Netflix might be starved for content, but I don't think AEW is the one for that.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying in general. That's
Yeah.
a general competitor.
Like I don't know where AEW will go if they're not on, you know, not with Warner Brothers. So like I definitely think they don't have anything to worry about that there, so they could just lowball them. And then what is it?
I
Tony
I
Khan's already
I
fucking rich, so
I genuinely think David Zaslav like enjoys AEW. I mean, he probably watches. He's probably a fan.
shit. It
Is he
saves
asking for all
it.
this content?
It saves him money.
Yeah,
Who
that's
doesn't
true.
like that? Uh, who doesn't like saving money? That like that's why I think that's why AEW is like there's a high demand for it. Like it's essentially reality TV. It doesn't really need writers, and this writer strike doesn't seem like it's going to end anytime soon. All these companies are going to really just try to starve these people out. Um, that's going to fucking suck. Um, I hope a lot of the celebrity writers or big name writers kind of like look out for these
Yeah.
these folks that are out there protesting with them or on strike with them. Next, you enjoyed Collision.
Let's talk about it.
I don't.
So Collision on Saturday. I I can't stress. I know you disagree. I can't stress how much different, how much more enjoyable Collision is for me compared to Dynamite. I think it's
I can understand.
I think it's a much more grounded show. It's still in its early stages. You know what it feels like? It feels like when NXT 2.0 started out, they were really trying to establish where everybody's at. And kind of
Yeah, I definitely think what is it? I feel like they're a little lost in the shuffle thing. Like I'm very curious what Collision is going to look like when these tournaments are over.
Yeah, that's where I'm kind of at. Where I think they're really kind of. I know they said it's not a hard brand split, but it kind of feels like a hard brand split. This Collision very very much feels like Punk and Friends. I don't know how
Yeah.
long they can sustain this until they need to start bringing maybe a couple more guys and girls in.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought this Saturday was a really well put together episode of TV. Just briefly, I'm gonna go through some stuff. Powerhouse Hobbs, Ricky Starks, they kind of rekindled that feud. Powerhouse Hobbs turned face on QTV. I'm surprised they didn't really like reference it tonight at all on Dynamite, but
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is. So Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky's, they're kind of putting Ricky in a spot where I don't know if he's gonna turn or not, but like he seems like one of their top, trying to be one of the top baby faces on the show, which I thought was interesting. He already feels more important on Collision than he's ever felt on Dynamite in just like 3 weeks on the show compared to
Crazy what you could do with Ricky Starks, bro.
it's crazy. Julia Hart had a squash match against Bambi Hall. I know Julia Hart has a very strong fan base. It was what it was. At least they're doing something with her, I guess. Jay White and Juice Robinson versus FTR in an eliminator match, which Jay White and Juice Robinson win. So they've beaten FTR twice already. So next week they will have a 2 out of 3 falls match. I thought this match was good. However,
That feud progressed pretty fast.
it has. However, my thing was they went kind of crazy. Like they went all out for this match to the point where I was like, okay, this is like NXT takeover level of like just kickouts and just like, what are we doing? Like, this is a lot just for this match. If we're going to do this match again, 2 out of 3 falls. So I'm really going to be interested to see how they pulled up the match next week as far as just like, you guys did everything. Like, they treated this like this was like their WrestleMania. They went all out for this match. It was like, I don't know. I will say it was the best Jay White match I've seen since he's joined AEW for sure. I gave it a 4 out of 5. It probably would have.
That ain't
I would have.
hard to complete.
I would have went higher on the match, but I just thought the overuse of the kickouts at the end was like, all right, you're doing a little too much. But besides that, the match was good. Action Andretti and Scorpio Sky. Scorpio Sky had his first match back in, I want to say like a year. So I don't really know where he kind of lies within the healer face kind of situation.
Uh-huh.
And then the main event, Samoa Joe versus CM Punk. I felt like the match definitely had big match feel. They started off really slow and picked up. Obviously, it wasn't going to be to the level of the matches that they've had, back damn near 20 years ago. but I thought the match was fine for what it was. It told a great story of like Punk never really getting a win over Samoa Joe,
Yeah.
and Punk won the match, but he like barely won the match. Like it was like he had to fight for that, and he won off a roll up, which makes me think this isn't their last match. They will go again. They didn't go all out, but I like the story they told. And it looks like they're really trying to make Samoa Joe like the big bad of Collision, which I'm fine with. I think that's a good role for him. He put after the match, they go for the handshake, and then he puts him in the Coquina clutch. I just thought it was a really good, it's a real basic old school style angle, but it worked. And I just think that I don't know who's like booking the show. It doesn't feel like Tony Khan's booking the show. I don't know who's like in charge of formatting the show, but it feels so much more just like concrete and just kind of like everything's smoothly goes together. It's interlocking storylines. It's good. I hope they maintain it. It's so much more of an enjoyable watch than Dynamite for me. I like obviously ratings aside, I know people aren't gonna watch it. It's a Saturday night. I get that, but like as far as content, I'm very much enjoying this show more than Dynamite.
I'm going to have to agree with that as well, as like the content being really good compared to fucking Dynamite. Because this Dynamite episode's fucking abysmal. I definitely think that the Elite needs to go to Collision because Punk and friends are putting on a better product.
Yeah, Punk and friends are cooking, but they're definitely gonna need more guys because they're gonna run those matchups really fast.
Yeah.
We're already on our third FTR Bullet Club interaction in a month.
Fucking kill me, bruh.
So at some point we gotta like I don't know what they're gonna do, but low-key I think it should probably just have Bullet Club go over.
Oh yeah, probably.
We'll see. We'll talk about it next week.
We'll see what happens post tournament with because it's fucking nuts, man.
I'm contemplating if I want to go to Collision in Hartford. I gotta see what my money looking like after vacation after I get back. if I got a little extra bread, I might go. But other than that, I don't think tickets are too expensive either. So I might still go.
I mean, seats are going to be empty. Just pay for something in the rafters, and you could get you can walk to the front row.
that dump of a building of the XL Center. Let me see these tickets looking like. I hate the XL Center. I hate driving to Hartford. I just don't like Hartford. Sorry, Sid, if you're listening. But I just don't want to go all the way out there.
Yeah. All right. Let's head over to Patreon where we're going to talk about the 10-year anniversary of the Performance Center, the place that birthed many of our favorite wrestlers and major superstars of today. If you're not on Patreon, you could go to patreon.com/the A Show RNC and tap in with us. I think this is going to be a very fun discussion.
You don't need to be there.
Put him with his kind, bro.
That's 2023. I'm sure we'll see some more 2023 guys as the year goes on.
Yeah,
they because I will say this: ever since like 2021, 2020, kind of they throw them right out there. We ain't waiting. We ain't sitting you down in the fucking gym every week.
Yeah,
wasting our time. You going out there, buddy?
Yeah, they're doing a good job with the whole thing. But yeah, that is 10 years of the PC, man. Let's cheers to another 10. You know, let's
For
just
sure.
keep getting these amazing, great wrestlers coming out of there, man. Let's talk about NXT. We could save the disappointing AEW for last. Because NXT got a lot, but there's a lot of like quick hit shits. We got Ilya Dragunov defeating Braun Breaker in the number one contenders match. This shit hard. And I'm glad that Dragunov finally got his win on Braun. On Braun Breaker.
See, I didn't even, when we did the 10 years of PC, I didn't even factor in the UK guys. That UK class, those UK classes, crazy.
Rhea, maybe
bro.
for the 10 year, 5 years of
It's been 5 years at least for sure. But
it has?
Rhea, pretty deadly. Dragunov, Gunther. I like there's Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate. Like that class is nuts.
GYV.
GYV, like just the people that came out of that is crazy. I didn't
I'm
even
I'm I'm kind of sad that Subculture didn't resign because those they were good as well, and I also thought
yeah,
that
I
Davey
love Mark
Luda
Andrews.
was great. I I don't know why, but I really gravitated towards Flash Morgan Webster. I thought he was really great as well.
He was
Noam
cool.
Dar,
Yeah, Noam
he's
Dar.
good. Even though
I'm
he's
not
not really a UK nigga, he's a cruiser.
he was a 205 live dude. He was 205 live. There's a lot of 205 live guys I didn't throw in there either. I could have threw in, but I just didn't because it was weird. But yeah, I mean the NXT class. But yeah, but freaking Dragunov versus Braun Breaker. Look, man, I've said it 10,000 times. Dragunov never had a bad match in his life. He's good.
He'll have a questionable one, but it's all fantastic.
Neither of these guys need to be in NXT anymore. They both should be called up at this point. I think both of these guys are ready.
I'm sorry. We said that word a lot already on this episode, bruh.
He can get called up. They can get called up.
I'm about to put the limit on the word, bruh.
No, they can get called up. Absolutely. These two guys are ready. I'm sorry. They're ready to go today. My problem with Dragunov is that I don't know. I don't know if he's just really selling really good. He's like, it looked like he'd be like really putting his body through it every match. And I'm like, can he like sustain this on the main roster if he doing shit like this? He's only wrestled like 6 times this year.
He just have to get that one bad injury, then he's gonna be like, damn, all right, hold on.
I mean, he's had 8 matches this year. They've all been heat, but like, yo, can you sustain that? Like, he be bugging out.
You say he do that shit because he likes it.
He loves it. I told you, he's willing to die for this shit, bro. But man, as far as the match goes, fantastic. This Braun, heel Braun, he's figuring it out. This is 2 really good matches back to back for him. I think he turning Braun heel was a smart move. I'm not one of the people who think like, yo, when shit's not working, automatically turn them heel. But in this case, this was one of the times like, oh yeah, no, this worked out. That guy was meant to be a heel. He grew a beard and everything. See what happened?
Also, Dragunov grew a beard. Like this nigga hate it. Blinked it. He blinked and had a goatee.
I hate it.
That's the we got to get you ready for the main roster. You can't look like a jit no more.
Yeah.
Can't look like a young nigga no more, man. We got to get you up there. I don't know. I like it. I like the beard or like the goatee. It's cool.
How do you feel about the match though? I think the right winner won. But I'm kind of afraid of Braun Breaker losing too much.
He needs to get humbled a little bit because he been running around the PC crazy, and then he talked shit and got hit by the realest nigga in the PC. You feel me?
I hope next week is him quitting, and then we get his main roster debut. He doesn't need to be there anymore. He did not need to be there anymore.
That's fine. My thing is that it's going to be Ilya Dragunov versus Carmelo Hayes, and they're both faces. I'm very curious who's going to turn heel here, or is it just going to be a?
I think it's going to be face versus face. I can't see them change.
Is the first match going to be? Man, I respect you, man.
Yeah, it's going to be that. I already know it's going to be that. Which I guess I just don't see the crowd really turning. I know Melo's over, but Dragunov is also very over.
Yes.
So I don't know if the crowd. I don't know. Like usually the crowd will just choose who they want to pick, but I don't know who they would choose out of those two.
Both are
extremely over with the.
It can't be Melo. They just got the face turn to fucking work, bro.
Yeah, so you can't turn Melo. You could turn Dragunov, but I just think the way he wrestles is
he wrestles like he could wrestle like a heel because he just got to lay it in a little more.
Yeah, I guess I've never seen heel Dragunov, so I don't know how it works. He's been a face ever since he signed, so I really don't know what heel Dragunov looks like. I didn't watch him when he was on the Indies. So
he's just gonna be that nigga. He's just gonna be that.
I'm not familiar with his game. I guess he probably could pull a heel, but I like face Dragunov. I don't want heel Dragunov.
I don't want heel Dragunov either, but it is what it is. This is how they decided to book it. Unless they pad out this shit a little more. Oof. And then well, I don't know. Judgment Day kind of like put a nail in the coffin on Carmelo, but I don't know if Finn is gonna be like if Finn's gonna want a match for that title. I feel like it's
Hey,
beneath
yo,
him at this point,
low key.
or Damian Priest. I don't know. It feels beneath him, honestly.
I thought they were me personally. I thought they were gonna throw Dom in there. I thought it was gonna be like Dom versus Dragunov versus Wesley or something like that. Not Wesley. I'm sorry, Carmelo. That's what I thought it was gonna be. Personally, I think Dom versus Carmelo would have been great, just off promos and shit, and just kind of.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious, honestly. Yeah, we're just gonna see how they go about this in the next few weeks. For what is it? They got like it's like 3 weeks thing.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's like
big
the
match.
first. I think it's the first weekend of August. I want to say it's the 5th or the 6th.
Okay.
August 6th. I want to say.
No, it's like July 30.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
I'm
because
bugging. It's July
I'm going to house
30th.
show I'm going to house show that same night. So
It's
like
July
2 weeks.
30th, and then the next week, August 5th, is SummerSlam. So that's right.
That's weird. It's well, it's not weird, but I feel like that's a little too close. But it is what it is.
I feel like that's what they do now. Didn't they have like another pay-per-view where it was like the week before they did, or the week? I think Vengeance Day was like the week after, right? It was whatever.
Yeah, it was like New
pay-per-view
Year's
was.
Evil, and then it was like two.
No, it was because the main roster had a pay-per-view, and the next week was Vengeance Day. I forgot what pay-per-view it was, but
Oh no,
like,
I'm just talking about NXT in general because we have Dragunov, as your finally your number one contender, and then we only have 2 weeks to really figure out what's kind of like the quote unquote story that's going to be going on between Carmelo Hayes and Dragunov. That's what I mean.
it's gonna be can they coexist against the Judgment Day? I don't think we know Dom and Rhea will be there next week, so I'm assuming this isn't the last time we're gonna see Judgment Day on NXT.
You're right. Also,
Especially with that rating boost they got.
Yeah,
if you go on Discord,
I love how over Judgment Day is.
Bro, Judgment Day. I gotta give it.
I was gonna tweet. I was gonna say this in the Discord yesterday. I'm very surprised how over Judgment Day is with the Bloodline still around. I know they're on different shows.
They're dead now, but
yeah, that was my immediate thought. I was just like, well, they're fucking cooked now. But nah, they really survived it all.
You know what's really interesting to me? I think that is very impressive. I think I don't think people are really giving Triple H credit for this. Well, I guess it's not fully Triple H, it's also Vince too, I guess, but and the wrestlers involved. But the fact that 2 different stables were able to get over, and every single member of the stables got over it. Every single member, everybody on Bloodline, including Sammy.
Yeah, two heel factions, two heel factions, all of them got over. I would even say, well, I don't know where Giovanni Vinci is. I don't know if he's technically over, but
I don't think Kaiser's over either. They're a bunch of losers. I'm not putting them in there.
I mean, they be booing them. That's what they want, right?
Imperial, they're losers.
You're right. I mean, Finn be losing.
You know what's crazy? People keep saying Finn he don't lose a lot.
Yeah, he don't lose a lot, but
let me look at his record. His record is.
I mean, Gunther don't lose a lot, but he be.
Oh no, Finn still has to lose. Finn still has a losing record. He's 10-12, but still, most of those 10 wins have been recently. So
Yeah, I'm gonna say that WWE has been doing really great about a lot of these factions.
Bro, think about it.
Except the OC and LWO.
Think about it, right? Even low key LWO, everybody in that group. I mean, besides Ray, he's obvious that's Ray, but everybody in that group is much more over than they were a year ago.
Facts, yeah.
Everybody in that group is way more over than they were a year ago. Fucking think about where Solo Sikoa was a year ago, Sami Zayn was a year ago, even the Usos where they were a year ago compared to now. They're super duper over. Dom Mysterio, I was ready to send this guy to fucking the PC a year ago. Look at him now.
I mean,
what is it?
Something that I always wanted was, hey man, send Dom down to NXT.
I'm about to send that boy to Daly's place. I was get this guy off my fucking TV. What's he doing here?
But I said it before he's been recording. I said, hey man, send him to NXT. Let him fuck with Legado del Fantasma in any shape or form, and it will help him get better. He started feuding with his pops, LWO form. He got his little match against little Santos. Hey man, well, Dome kind of came together before that, but like
Yeah,
as a
Dom is
heel, it's been perfect.
yeah, I think everything since
An insanely win situation.
since the turn. Rhea, I mean, Rhea was already over, but now she's like the pairing her with Dom was like that changed everything. She's insanely over. You heard the reaction on NXT, bro. They were chanting "mommy" the whole night. When she went to Puerto Rico, they were chanting "mommy" the whole night. She ain't even Latina.
They got to see her fight out. That's all that matters, bro.
Yeah, you feel me? But yeah, just like in the it's really incredible. I'm really happy for everybody involved within Judgment Day. They all deserve, especially Damon Priest. He's been grinding.
Definitely. Speaking of Judgment Day, Trick Mellow Gang, they lose to Judgment Day, even though on WWE website, I'm not sure if they changed it yet, but it says that Trick and Mellow won that match. But in the description, it's very clear that they did not win.
Were you surprised Mello took the pin again?
No. Because they cheated.
Yeah.
Well, kind of. There was a lot of moving pieces. So like, even though he like lost, it's a little filthy.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't a clean pin. I mean, I don't like.
He gonna need his win back though.
I'm not a big fan of your world champion losing, just in general. But if they're gonna lose, I guess that's a fine way to lose. I'm more shocked. They probably could have got the same result without like Trick getting pinned. You know what I feel like? I feel like they still did that without the visual of your champion getting pinned by Finn, especially if they're not gonna follow up on it and have Finn wrestle against Carmelo for the championships. This is the second time he beat him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna disagree with you there, but I'm very curious to see what the follow-up is going to be, because I don't think they're gonna let that slide, especially since there's been so much main roster NXT integration.
Yeah, I really don't think this is the last time we'll see Finn on NXT. I'm sure we'll see him in the near future.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, quick hits, because there's a lot of things that happen on the show, but mostly segments and very short matches. We got Chase U opening the show, and they defeat Gulak and Charles Dempsey. Very short match. Andre Chase gets his win on his return, and then that's it. Nothing really happens there.
I don't know about Charlie Dempsey, man.
Hey man,
I'm not seeing the vision.
He Regal son, bro.
You gotta show me something.
He Regal son, bro. What more does he need to show?
You gotta show me something. I thought he had a little something in the NXT UK, but ever since he came to the States, I ain't seen it.
He need to get away from Gulak.
Yeah, probably.
I like Gulak. I like him as a trainer and all that, but like when he on TV or wherever he aligned with, poison.
You ain't getting over.
Yeah, like you like, even if you're a heel, like
he's the anti-Chad Gable.
Yeah. And I like Gulak. I like him a lot, but
I love Gulak. I think Gulak's amazing. I just think something about him, they just don't really. If you're with him, you're not getting over, bro.
Yeah, they just don't really gravitate towards him. Like they didn't really like, even when he was doing like the sign shit or like the PowerPoint shit, they wasn't really fucking with that. Yeah, I don't know. Like I think Drew Lock is really great, but
his best run was when he was with Enzo. That was his best stuff.
Yeah, which is fucking crazy. And then also, like, I'm pretty sure Gulak is a really nice dude.
I mean, Gulak, he's basically a PC trainer at this point. He's a player coach. I'm not like, I don't think he really cares about getting over.
Yeah, I'm not really worried whether he's getting over or not. But when
he's a lifer.
But when he's paired with somebody, that's when I like sort of care a little bit. Like it does like, I don't want to say it's hindering their success, but it's just like it just doesn't translate on TV. Well on TV, but it is what it is. Cora Jade and Kaladi Jordan. I'm gonna lie, I'm trying to like, I don't remember this match. I don't know what happened here.
Kalani Jade did her cool little arm drag, and then Cora Jade beat her up, and that's pretty much it.
Like all I remember was the match is over. I believe Cora Jade goes to get her kendo stick, but Dana Brooke
Yeah.
steps in. Maybe I'm
Yeah, Dana,
so sorry.
Dana, yeah, Dana Brooke goes for the save.
Okay, that's
And
all I can
Jones.
remember about this whole thing.
I mean, it wasn't much. It wasn't much to write home about.
Okay. Tiffany Stratton with Ivy Niles. Ivy Niles was talking a little bit of shit. And then Tiffany, she was talking shit last week, and Tiffany said, "Yeah, I'll beat you. You already lost your brothers. Now I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna kick you while you're down."
Yeah, and then that match was a brief match. Tiffany got the win as she rightly should.
Yeah.
There's still some. She didn't cut a promo. The crowd
she couldn't cut a promo, and I thought that was really good.
The crowd kept chanting, "You tapped out." She's about to cry.
I'm not sure if that was the plan or not, but I like how she played that. Like if there was actually a promo to be said and she's like improvised like through the shit in the ring, I think that was very well done. Yeah, they have her in hell. I'm not sure if they're gonna this is not a pun by any means, but I'm curious if they're gonna have her go have the rematch against Thea Hale.
They are. They pretty much referenced it. I mean, right after that, they showed Thea Hale just talking to Gulak and Duke and was like, "Hey, like I made our tap still," and they're like, "Yeah, you'll get it back," or whatever the fuck they said.
Okay.
Also, Ivy Nile was backstage after her match, and then Joe Gacy and the goons pulled up on her, like, "Hey, yo, come join us." And then clearly the two of the masked men in the back are clearly the Creed brothers, so I guess they're not going to the main roster.
Preemptive pause, but I Brutus got a thick ass neck, bro. I could see that shit.
I peeped Brutus immediately. That's Brutus right there.
Yeah, and like Julius is mad fucking tall, son.
Yeah, that's them.
Yeah. Tiffany Stratton's title reign right now. I know it's early, like it was literally only her first defense, but we need to get some actual. I was gonna say
she's in a feud with Tia. I'm like no, Tia's the feud.
I was about to say. What I was gonna say is I curious if she's gonna like have a feud that is about her, but like Paul Heyman said, a good heel makes a good baby face.
Exactly.
I think she's doing great stuff for she's doing good stuff for Thea Hale here. So I don't know. I'm kind of like iffy on the title reign because I'm not like because I don't want a Mandy type reign from her, but I kind of want it to be about her. You feel me? Like I feel like this feud right now is very much about Thea Hale.
I mean, it's about Tiffany in a way. I think the you tapped out thing is gonna get over. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's gonna. She got to overcome that. Like, okay, you made me tap out, but like, you can't do it again, bitch. You can say that.
Tiffany does not need to be saying bitch.
First of all, everyone knows that any woman's feud, and when it starts getting serious, you call the girl bitch. Everyone knows that.
She got to save the bitch for Roxanne or Lyra, bruh.
That's a Bella Twins classic. You throw the bitch in there, it's a wrap.
Or Wendy Chu whenever she's okay. But let me know if I'm wilding. But like I don't know. I'm cool with shit so far. We already talked about the schism thing. Blair Davenport cuts a promo and she's just like, "Hey man, Roxanne, I already beat your ass. If you want it, pussy, pull up,
bitch." See, that would have been time for a bitch right there.
Yeah, so that was cool. Los Lotharios, they pulled up on the Latinas. Fraser Elite pulled up and said, we don't do that here. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be the tag team match or whatever. What is it? Lima and Price also, they like pulled up, I believe, for I forget what they pulled up for the tag.
They pulled up twice. They pulled up for the
there was a tag match they pulled up for.
The Gallus, not Gallus. No, it was Joe Coffey versus Stacks.
So yeah, they came out for Gallus.
And they pulled up in the first match too, didn't they?
I feel like they did, yeah.
They came out twice.
Yeah, they're scouting the tag teams and shit.
Yeah.
Something that I forgot. I don't know how. But Joe Coffey versus Stacks. Stacks You got it, bruh.
I don't think Stacks was ever that bad. I think Stacks was fine.
You got it. Well, I just never really saw it in his tag team matches, but like I see it, bro. You got it. You got it. You got it. The phone,
I'm
the
pretty
phone
sure
call
Stacks
from
is-
prison.
That's
got it.
ridiculous. The
You got
dumbest
it.
shit ever.
You got it.
First of all, the whole match being like if how somebody's jail custody on the line in a match. I think that's ridiculous already as it is.
No,
I
well,
just
no, well, I never been to
No,
jail. I don't know nothing about when they lock shit down.
I don't think that's how it
Whatever.
works.
But Tony D'Angelo said, "Hey man, I want my phone call," or he waited by the phone, making sure the phone's free at 8:10. Called the Performance Center. The funniest shit about the whole thing is the fucking call playing in the arena, bruh.
Yeah.
That is the funniest fucking part. I could get the he calling in from prison thing. Everybody gets a phone. You could use a phone in prison. I could get past that, but them saying, "Hey, yo, pipe him into the building so we can all hear this." Fucking hilarious.
Incredible.
Loved it. I loved it a lot. It seems like Lima and Price is the backup that Stack said that he was looking for. So when
I don't think so. I don't think they have anything to do with that.
well, he did say he had like an insurance policy.
Is that the insurance? I guess so, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, they did get physical and they did cause like Gallus to lose advantage. So
They got physical? I don't think they got physical, did they?
did he get physical?
I don't think so.
I'm pretty
They
sure
just came
Gallus
out.
got like thrown out or some shit, or like they caused a distraction of some sort.
Yeah, I don't remember them getting physical, but
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to put it on the docket. I don't really remember the match much besides the fucking
all that mattered was the phone call.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're turning up.
Amazing stuff.
Oh, you know what? The Gallus got kicked out because remember Stacks through the he had the lead pipe.
Yes,
to
yes,
Wolfgang.
yes, yes.
That's how they got thrown out.
Yes. You're right. My fault. Yeah, fantastic. There's been a lot of talk about Tony D'Angelo and Stacks, possibly taking those tag team titles.
That seems like that would be the right move.
At first, I was not in. I am all in currently. I didn't really like Gallus. I'm pretty sure Tony D'Angelo and Stacks had it probably would have been better for me personally. Like I would have probably enjoyed it a lot more. But now it's not a begrudgingly kind of thing. Like I'm actively rooting for it now. I'm very excited to see when this match happens. Frida Dawn, fuck Gallus, Mafia on top. Next topic. Corbin's trying to find himself. I don't care.
I think having a midlife crisis.
Yeah, you're saying you telling Carmelo, behind all this bullshit, I'm richer than you. My wife is, I got a nice wife, I got a nice house, I'm eating lavishly.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it a stack. Carmelo's shorty ain't that bad looking either. You feel me?
Yeah, not as cooked. Now, if you wife, if you wife her, bro, Corbin, you lost the battle, brother. I don't know what your wife looks like.
Nah, Corbin's wife pretty fire too, I think.
Okay, but Kalani Jordan, she's very gorgeous. So
they did a little soft launch, thinking niggas ain't know they caught it. We peeped it.
Yeah, we saw that. I don't follow. I saw it through Twitter. I don't follow them on Twitter, on Instagram or whatever.
Nah,
But-
yeah, he been in her comments for a minute. They've been,
Oh yeah, I've been seeing that as well. That boy has been
he's throwing a little emojis in there for a minute.
shoot or shoot.
You feel me? He don't miss. He told
But
you.
yeah, he talked all that cash shit, and now he can't find himself. Money don't buy happiness, fellas. Remember that.
Deeper meaning.
Deeper knowledge. I'm very curious what the fuck he's gonna be because everybody was just like, just be the lone wolf. He comes back as this lone wolf and then throws it out the next week.
He lost.
Yeah. I'm just glad he got his original music back. I already talked about Gable Steveson already. Nigga, just do whatever pays you more. I don't care. Gigi Dolan pulled up pics from Kiana James' GTL era.
I remember MySpace, the MySpace picture.
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
Me either. I guess he's trying to call her a liar. She said, "You ain't real. This is the real you."
I was just like, okay, like, and Kiana James' reaction was very much the same. It was just like, I'm
Where you
not that
find those
person
at?
anymore.
She said, "Where you find those pics?" First of all, you creep.
Yeah, she was like, one, where'd you find those pictures? I'm no longer that woman. Also, I beat your ass, and I put paint on you, bitch. Like, I don't see why she is distraught by this, and I'm not really sure.
Well, she also,
what's
I
the
mean,
plan
Gigi
here.
did trash her office.
Yes, that was more important. But exposing her old Facebook photos, I don't know what this was supposed to do, because if Kiana started talking about your mama, now there's a problem, right?
Mm.
If you want to get personal, you already gave us all the ammo.
Maybe she will.
We got rocket launchers and all. You was impressed by a nigga putting hot sauce on his booty hole for you. So, Kiana, get her ass out of here, bruh.
Huh? What'd you say?
You didn't see that clip of Darby Allin, bruh?
Nah, I kind of blocked that stuff out of my head. All that shit. I tried to block it out after the Joey Ryan vomit in the trunks. I said, I'm good. She got it.
Nah, dude, this was very recent. Darby Allin said, yeah, to impress her, I ordered the hottest wings, had the residue on my hand, put in my butt, and then I drove, and then we drove to the next town. We drove for hours. It fucking hurt. And I was just like, bitch, how'd you go through that and be like, yeah, I want to fuck this dude?
They both some weirdos.
Fucking weirdo, bruh. Kiana James, foreclose her house.
Anyway.
And then Dominique and Wesley is happening next week.
Should be fun.
Very curious what's gonna happen there.
We know what it is. We know what it is. Oh, Rhea's gonna get involved, beat up Wesley.
Dominic Ali, chicken shit. I feel like Ali is gonna get involved and now offset that.
Yeah, because Ali's gonna want. Yeah, he still has to face him. So we'll see. Maybe Damien will show up too. I don't know. Like I said, I don't think this is the last time we're gonna see the full Judgment Day at NXT. I think they'll be back.
I don't know about full Judgment Day, but like Judgment Day is gonna be they're currently a fixture on NXT right now.
Well, maybe not Finn, but maybe the other two.
I don't think Damien will be either. He need to focus. He need to lock in.
He can lock in whatever you want. He
need to lock in. Senior Money in the Bank. It's time to get that shit cracking. But that's it for NXT. Let's get into AEW. A lot of, I won't say a lot of nothing on this show, but not a lot of things compared to NXT. NXT, they be rapid firing segments. They make use of all that time, and they be having a lot of matches. Adam Cole, MJF, they have a little segment where they bond together and shit.
MJF brought 4 hoes to the bathroom. Good for him. You know what I mean?
Came back in 15 seconds, bro.
I know that move. When you break up with your girl, you gotta fuck the pain away. I know that move. I've been there. I've been there. We all been there. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know he's hurting on the inside. That's hurt. That's all that is. That's hurt.
Yeah,
he's hurting right now.
That boy lost his fiance, so he gonna be he gonna play a playboy on TV.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I know that hurt.
Yeah. Adam Cole was just like, you could take them. I don't care.
You are disgusting. He was so disgusted by
yeah.
How dare you?
This
segment I didn't mind the segment. I didn't mind it.
This segment's weird because is MJF a heel?
Yeah, he's doing, he's trying to do the fucking not sympathy, because it's clearly not. It's obvious where it's going.
No,
so it's not like the sympathy route.
There was definitely sympathy when he said, "Oh man, video games are fun when you have friends to play with." And Adam Cole was just like, "Well, I'm your friend."
He's trying to drop his lower his guard.
Lower his guard.
Let his guard down.
How is that letting your guard down when you told him I was gonna turn on you, bruh? But I didn't. I just didn't feel like it.
That's some Jedi mind tricks. You're trying to Reverse
And
psychology.
then you have a whole ass match, and you're telling me they're gonna wait till the finals to turn on each other, bruh?
No, I think they're gonna win the tag belts. Low key.
FTR.
I think they're gonna win the tag belts. I think they're gonna win. They're gonna win a tournament. And they're gonna beat FTR for the tag belts.
FTR, if they win, hang it up, flat screen. I do not want to see you on my TV anymore.
Well, they're on Collision. You don't watch Collision. You don't watch Collision anyway.
Well, I'm gonna be watching the show where they lose the tag titles. Yeah, stay OS on Collision. And then I don't know.
They wrestled my new favorite tag team.
Yeah, you're unironically one of your favorite tag teams. Honestly, when they started doing a whole bunch of house show bullshit for the first like 7 minutes, I tuned out.
I mean, it was basically a comedy match. Let's keep it a stack. It was a lot of just comedy shtick and just like
I was. If this was a house show or not televised, that's cool. Because doing the push-up shits and doing the, oh man, I can't lift them. That's all shit that I see on house shows, bro.
It was definitely house show routine, but I will say this much. It's something different. I wasn't mad at it. It wasn't the greatest match I've ever seen, but it wasn't like terrible. I wasn't like, this is bullshit. You know what I mean? I was just like,
I'm not saying the match is terrible or anything like that. I'm just saying that there's a time and a place, and this was not the time to be wasting that, 7 minutes of doing push-ups and all that other goofy shit. Also, this is your world champion. Hold on. Let me scratch that. World champion can do goofy shit.
Yeah, world champion can do goofy shit. Roman be doing goofy shit in his matches sometimes.
Not in the ring. Some shit that you find, like some shit that is unintentionally funny.
Roman would definitely be doing shit to make people laugh. He be trying to pop people.
No.
Yeah, at Money in the Bank when he was like crying to Paul Heyman about the crowd. He was trying to make niggas laugh. It's like, I hate this fucking time.
He was not doing that shit to make niggas laugh.
Yes, he was. That goofy ass crying face he was making.
It's unintentionally funny. But I don't know. This MJF, like the MJF reign right now, like I see a lot of people saying like this is much better than Adam Cole going through the gauntlet and all that. But
I'll say that much.
Yeah, I will agree, but I don't think this shit is too good either. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like I'm seeing a lot of people just like enjoying him not doing his whole edgelord little stick, which is just like, I think he should just be babyface. Like a lot of people just like when he's doing babyface shit.
Yeah, I don't know if he ever will, but yeah, I really do like MJF when he's not doing the edgelord shit. Like he's so much more entertaining. I just wish he would just stop with the edgelord shit. I know he won't.
Like he could be a heel. It's just, people just don't care about the edgelord shit.
I mean, some people like it. I just don't like it. I think it's
the wrong catering to the wrong people. But it is what it is, man. Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin defeat. No, sorry, I thought they were gonna defeat it. That was my prediction. But Sammy Guevara and Daniel Garcia wins. Interference from Swerve. He does a house call to Darby Allin, and that's what gets the pin. Sammy Guevara turning full babyface here. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, I didn't really think anything of this match.
It was cool.
Yeah,
it was what it was. I wasn't like.
Actually, something that caught my eye is what happened to the story about Orange Cassidy being tired.
I mean, he had a lot of tape on him.
Not in this match. He didn't have no tape.
I think he did. Yeah, he had on his neck. Oh, maybe he didn't. I don't know. Either way,
but he had it on his stomach last time.
I think just because maybe it's not the brunt of it. He had Darby with him. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like he had to do it on his own.
Since he got a tag team partner, he's well rested now.
Yeah, he's not the brunt of everything. It's just like you're allowed his tag partner.
I mean, it is what it is. But like, I don't know. It was just like everybody was like, "Oh man, this Orange Cassidy story about him being tired is so great," and it's just like suddenly, just out the fucking window. Main of main event, big quotation marks on there. The announcements of our fifth man in Blood and Guts from both teams. This segment sucks.
Yeah. Don Callis comes out. Well, earlier in the night, Don Callis comes out and he's trying to recruit Jericho. Jericho's still like, I don't know. But we'll get to that later. But let's just like he comes out, he's like, hey, I'm gonna announce the fifth member of Team BCC because somehow I don't know why I don't know why he's the one doing it, but okay.
He's mouthpiece of BCC now, which is just like.
But I think he just Takeshita's mouthpiece, but somehow BCC like affiliated. I don't know, but yeah, he comes out and he's like, bro. He starts talking shit, whatever. Kenny Omega comes out. He's like, hey, we about to get it in. So he rushes the ring.
Comes out alone like an idiot.
Yeah, he comes out alone, and then Pac. We haven't seen Pac since like February. He returns. Pac, whatever his name is. He returns. And he's the fifth man to a mild ovation.
Mild.
It's Pac. Yeah, it was like, oh, it's Pac. Like, oh yeah, well, okay.
You guys did not react, bro.
It's hard to like care about Pac because he's not there. He's there for like 2 months and he's gone for 6. So like it's really hard for people to care about what Pac. Like, okay.
And then what is it? Apparently Kenny shattered his face. I don't know when that happened. And do you remember the last time Pac was in the ring with Kenny Omega, bro? Kenny Omega took his 8 belts and smashed it in his face repeatedly.
I don't remember this at all. That's funny.
This is the title match with him. It's Kenny Omega versus Pac versus Orange Cassidy. Yeah. That shit is fucking talk. Don Callis handing that nigga belts, and he's just chucking it at Pac's face.
I don't remember. That's really funny though. I really liked Kenny's world title reign. I thought it was fun.
No, it wasn't great.
I like Kenny's title reign
because you can't cut promos for shit. But yeah, whatever. They're jumping Kenny Omega, blah blah blah. They're about to do the killing move, and then John Moxley's just like, "Any last words?" Kenny Omega's like, "Yeah, look at the screen."
First of all, him cutting a promo with the chair over his neck. It's fucking hilarious. I mean, near death, he wants to cut a promo.
Yeah,
and you're tricky about to get crushed over here. You about to cut a promo.
They have a video package that plays, and the fifth man is Kota Ibushi. Also, if they do a blackout for this and the lights come back on, it's only Hangman Page. It's only Hangman Page and the Bucks there. Kota Ibushi is not here for this.
Kota Ibushi not here.
This is where we go to, motherfucker, are you stupid? Why would you do this? Why not have Kota Ibushi be that surprise? Because you're not really popping a rating playing a video package of a nigga that's not there.
I think I would have waited for the day of as well.
Like,
especially where a situation where like I think everybody already knew it was Kota Ibushi anyway.
Yeah.
So like you might as well just have the pop and just you know what I mean, just surprise pop.
It's so dumb. Whatever, we're gonna get Golden Lovers again, but like I'm just like, it's just so fucking stupid. What was it necessary to really do this?
I mean, I don't think it like hurts the match. I just thought it probably would have been better.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt the match. It definitely hurts the segment. Obliterates the segment.
I just thought the segment was just weak from the start. Nothing about the segment.
Yeah, but that was the weakest shit that we've seen in a really long fucking time. I think this shit is incredibly stupid. And my thing is that I don't think both teams should have had a fifth man reveal. That's one.
I don't mind Pac being a reveal because it's just Pac. Who cares? But like, it could have been
because the reason why I say that is I don't know how you reveal Pac without revealing their man.
Well, this is what they should have did was, instead of announcing that they're going to announce the fifth man people at the like last week, for both teams. What they could have just did was just had like a segment and then have Pac come out, and then you still wonder who the fifth man is for the other team because you don't know yet. And then like, oh, well, you'll see on next week or something like that.
I will
That
raise you.
would have worked for me. I think.
I will raise you something better.
Well,
they just smashed a chair. Kenny Omega can't say who it is.
Yeah, you could have went that way route too. Yeah.
And then, the Bucks don't say nothing either because they're clearly not out there. Or, they're too focused with dealing with Kenny Omega, making sure he's okay, and they're gone for a few weeks. And then you have BCC say, yo, we took out Kenny Omega, blah, 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 this and that. Y'all got no fifth man.
It's next week. What you mean? Next week.
Bloody Guts is next week? Oh, shit.
Yeah, next week.
I would have just had him on, whatever. You just, they couldn't save the secret for 1 week.
No, well, they're not tonight.
Fucking stupid. Sorry, I thought Blood and Guts was going to be at fucking All In for some reason. I'm so sorry.
No, it's in Boston.
Fucking stupid. Next, quick hits. We get Jericho versus Commandor.
This man Jericho is washed, buddy. He is washed. That man was gassed by the end of that fucking match.
What is it? When Commander does the fucking, I guess like a 360, I guess he was gonna do like a flipping Hurricanrana, whatever the fucking Jericho catches him in like a power bomb sort of like thing. I feel like it was supposed to be a power bomb.
Nah, it was supposed to be. I think that it was.
You think so?
It was supposed to be the Lion Tamer. I think they did it. They did that right. It was kind of clunky.
Yeah, it looked clunky as shit, and then it went for the Lion Tamer. So I was just.
But I mean, I'm not gonna fall for that. It's kind of hard to catch a grown man doing a 720 flip in the air like that. I'm not even gonna fault Jericho for that.
Maybe you shouldn't be doing that circus shit. But whatever, it's fine.
He still think it's in 1997. He wrestled Rey Mysterio out there. I don't know what he thought he was doing, but
yeah, commentary was definitely trying to big it up like this was fucking 97, 98.
I'm still not sold on Commander yet. That shooting star press he does, I think that's a really cool. I like the shooting star press. I don't really care for the trap, the long all the way across the top of the rope guy. I'm not a big fan of that one. The shooting star is hard.
Yeah, the tightrope shooting star press is definitely better than watch me walk on all four sides.
Yeah, you can miss with that one.
So yeah, I didn't really feel anything towards this match. Fat ass, good attitude. Sky Blue loses to Ruby Soho.
Big Ruby.
Felt nothing for this match. I truly do not like the Outcast. I would like to see what Sky Blue can do, not with outside of the Outcast, but I don't want to watch ROH or Rampage to see it.
I don't think Sky Blue works at ROH.
I don't want to watch Rampage to see it.
Well, we've got to watch Rampage, buddy.
I don't want to see it that bad. So I mean, it is what it is.
Ruby Soho makes the Owen finals 2 years in a row, so maybe this will be your year.
Athena not winning that shit.
I don't see why she would need to. Yeah, we'll have Ruby Soho win it. Fuck it. You can do Ruby Soho versus Chris Statlander or something. Because Ruby's record is really strong. She's like 11-2 or something like that.
Yeah, her versus Chris Statlander should be cool. And if Willow Nightingale wins it, then she's definitely losing that match. I don't know. They just don't really believe. Like I'm not saying that because I don't like her. I think she's cool, but they're not giving her that title. No,
I don't think they're fully invested in Willow.
Yeah, they already had her lose to Tony Storm.
Yeah.
The debut match of Nick Wayne.
I thought it was fine. I think it was smart to put him with Swerve because clearly they have chemistry. They've had matches together and they're from the same area. So I wasn't too mad at that. I was a little concerned because I was seeing clips online and he looked like really, really indie-rific, all the fucking flippity flips, neck bumps and all that shit. Like, oh God, you're not gonna be one of those guys. But I think he was pretty contained for what it was. They didn't go too crazy. The only thing I thought was like, okay, that's a little much with like that kick out at the end. All right, bro. All right, all right, I guess. But besides that, it was fine for what it was. Best of luck for him in the future. He's a young kid, fresh 18. I think he's like just turned 18 like last week.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man. I hope it's not an action Andretti situation. If
definitely not.
I don't think they should throw him out there on the main. Like, I think that should be it, and then kind of maybe like delegate Rampage or like even ROH. I wouldn't be like. I mean, he's 18. They got plenty of time.
Yeah.
To like really mold and groom him and make sure he's in a good spot so like he's ready for TV for real. I mean, he was clearly nervous at the beginning. At least you could tell in his face. He was like, "Yeah, this is a lot. This is like whoa."
Yeah.
That's a lot to put on an 18-year-old kid. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he's a fit. He's a good fit for AEW. I hope his in-ring improves. If he's just another high flyer, another dude that could do a fuck ton of flips or whatever, I'm out.
I don't want him to be Will Ospreay light.
Yeah,
but like not like current Will, like bad Will Ospreay, like 2016 Will Ospreay type shit. You know what I mean?
Oh shit,
doing flips and no sells and shit.
I mean, it's no difference to me.
Yeah,
I don't want him to be Will Ospreay light.
From where he was before. I'm not gonna do the Will Ospreay like that. Like, he's a lot better than what he was before.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, I'm not really gonna shit on him crazy, No,
it wasn't bad at all.
I'm just saying if he turns out to be like that really flippant dude, I'm just gonna be like, I'll wait till he's cool, do something different.
Time to discover himself, what his character is gonna be.
Yeah,
I do appreciate that they actually went out of their way to like really build him up and kind of like give him some. Thank God for Darby Allin. Did you see that? Did you see the?
Yeah, I saw the video package.
No, Darby was like, he's like, oh, I had to suggest that to Tony Khan. Like, why did you have to suggest that to Tony? Like, Tony Khan should just know that fucking, hey, let's put this 18-year-old kid that nobody knows on TV and not give him any kind of like background story. Like,
hey man, Tony Khan, not the brightest guy. So
it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would you throw him out there otherwise? Like, that was gonna be the plan, I'm assuming, if Darby didn't say anything.
Hey, actually, let me take it. Tony Khan might be a really smart dude. He's not a very creative dude, which is different.
I don't even like, I'm not a creative dude. And even I know, like, yo, why wouldn't you? Like, hey, explain who this person is. I don't look, like I said,
when you have no creative like vision, it's hard to do shit like that.
That's such a basic idea. Like, hey, no one knows who this fucking kid is. He's just 8. He was in high school a week ago. Like, what the fuck?
Hey man, it is what it is. He's definitely a weird guy. Speaking of young dudes that need to find themselves, need some identity, need some character, Jungle Boy and Hook. Jungle Boy still ducking them. This segment needs some destruction. These segments need destruction. I need Tony Khan to buy these niggas a car that Hook can destroy to get to Jungle Boy.
Maybe we'll get there.
Also, I thought the segment was fucking hilarious when Jungle Boy said, "Oh shit, child lock."
You know what? As much as I shit on Jungle Boy, he had a couple funny one-liners recently. I'll give him that. He had a couple funny one-liners. The child lock was funny.
The child lock shit made me laugh because I was just like, "Oh, I hope that doesn't ruin the segment," and I feel like it did.
No, that was that.
No, well, I feel like it fucked it up a little bit. But like, I don't know, like, why is Hook trying to go through the fucking like side door or some shit? You feel me? And like let the car get away. Throw a brick through that window or some shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Or get a car and hit his car.
Are you bugging out? You think it's Stone Cold 98?
You feel me?
What kind of time we on?
That's the type of time we should be on. Because if the nigga's gonna keep ducking me, running and shit, got the car speeding off, I'm gonna hit you with a car. I'm gonna put some spike strips on the floor. So I'm gonna throw a brick through your shit.
Spike strip? What do you think he is? SWAT?
Hey man, that's fucking nails and shit on the parking lot floor or something. Improvise. Put on his Mike Ehrmantraut, bruh. Well, he was putting nails through the garden hose.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like do something. Like Hook is not trying hard enough to get to Jungle Boy. he not really that mad.
He ain't really about it.
He not really about it. Cause soon as Jungle Boy got out that car, and he did the he
He
could
on
have
it-
kept
he on
chasing
it-
him.
He ought to just hold me back.
Yeah, he could have kept chasing him, but he was just like, "Oh man, defeated by child lock." Come on, son. Really get that motherfucker, man. And then the Don Callis shit with Chris Jericho. They played a video of Bad News Brown, and I don't think this part of the Don Callis thing is any compelling. He should just be involved with the Kenny Omega thing.
You know,
Don-
at first I thought they were gonna do like a soft breakup of like a quiet breakup of JAS, but they kind of turning it into a storyline, which makes me think they're not breaking up, which means it's like the fourth time they've teased a JAS breakup just to not happen. Because even like with Garcia and Sammy, they didn't come out with it, like, you know, they usually do like the little Jericho Appreciation Society little
Yeah.
intro. They didn't have that. They came out to separate music. Like they intentionally did it and they pointed it out on commentary, which makes me think it's because some kind of like swerve or something.
Well,
Just
I
whack.
I th- I thought that was
Whack.
mainly I thought that was mainly because Sammy's turning face. But yeah, like
That too.
if you're silently killing the society, that's fine with me. But I don't need an alliance with Chris Jericho and Don Callis, and I do not need Chris Jericho going up against Takeshita. I don't need that.
Well, I'm here to tell you.
Get ready,
You know
get
what-
ready to learn JSH, brother. Nah, I'm whatever. That's cool. Hey man,
Tell Takeshita his job in time. That's what we're gonna say about that. Time to job to the old man.
I mean, I'm sure that match will be serviceable, but I don't know. I don't really need that from either party. That is it for our show. You can follow us on Twitter at the A Show RNC. You can follow Quan at the Comeback Spot. You can follow me, Cyrus, at Cyrus on TWR. You can subscribe to us on Instagram, YouTube, Patreon, patreon.com/A Show RNC. Everything is in the show notes. Just click that nice little link tree. And then that is it for our show. Thank you guys for listening.